Hello all you people out there in TV land. My name is CB Studios, also known as Kurt, and today I'm wearing a very specific jacket and a specific glove because we are doing a Freddy Krueger unboxing. Now, it's been quite some time since I've done a Freddy Krueger unboxing on this channel. In fact, I don't think I've done an unboxing of Freddy... No, I have. In fact, the last time I did a Freddy Krueger unboxing, we were looking at something that's very similar to what's in this box here. Now, there's a lot of Freddy Krueger merchandise out and about in the world, but for me to pick it up and add it to my collection, it's got to be something that either I've wanted for quite some time, or it's got to be something really, really cool. And this, in this box, is both of those. Back in 2003, when Freddy vs. Jason had just come out and the Optus movie channels here in Australia were playing the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, my love for Freddy Krueger started, and started with gloves and really jumping into the world of cosplay and Freddy Krueger costuming, which you've seen the costume videos and the mask videos and all that sort of thing. This is something that I've been aware of since my very early days in the Nightmare on Elm Street sort of sphere, in the space, and it's something that I've always wanted to add to my collection. And about 2 weeks ago, on eBay, it showed up for a fairly decent price, and I went and had a bit of a back and forth with the seller, and I finally got one in the collection. I'm gonna go ahead and take the jacket off because it's a little uncomfortable, but let's do an unboxing and let's see what's in the cardboard box. Now, that's a little bit more comfortable, but I have gone through and opened the box just to make sure that everything inside was complete and intact, and it does appear to be. And this seller's done an amazing job of packaging. We have this nice big thick cardboard reinforcing on all sides, which is great. And then we have our item carefully encased in bubble wrap. Now I'm going to turn this upside down so that we can put this up on here. And I'm going to be very, very careful. They've done an amazing job of boxing this up. I don't know why I'm hyping this because you would have seen it in the thumbnail. But let's free it from its bubble wrappy prison. And man, they have done an amazing job. I'm really glad as well because this is a vintage box. And I wanted to make sure that the box is still going to be in displayable condition for the collection. Amazing. Oh yeah, baby. So, what we have in here, oh, it is still sealed, amazing. What we have in this box, come on, gimme. What we have encased in the bubble wrap is the vintage 1980s Collegeville Freddy Krueger makeup kit. Now this, have we got a date on the back? We do. This is from Collegeville Costumes in 1988. This thing is officially older than I am. And when I started doing my Freddy Krueger costuming and Freddy Krueger cosplay, I saw these on eBay and I desperately wanted one because I didn't know how to do prosthetic makeup. I didn't know how to do Freddy makeup. I didn't know how to do like latex and tissue paper or molded pieces or anything like that. And I desperately wanted one of these sets. Now, this makeup is nearly 40 years old at this point, which is horrifying to know. But it showed up on eBay and I had to add it. The reason I had to add it is this is sealed. It's brand new in its original packaging. In fact, we've got our old barcode sticker on the back, which is lovely. We've got all of that beautiful instructions. We've got some amazing 80s box art on here. Just big block makeup for Freddy Krueger. The Nightmare on Elm Street logo in blue. But I didn't just want to add this to the collection. I want to see what's in this box. I want to see what the makeup looks like in here. I want to see what the makeup palettes, like paints and stuff are. I want to see what the adhesive is, and it's got complete instructions. I want to see what's in here. So this is also going to be an unboxing of the unboxing. On the back, we have, create a nightmare on your own street with this extraordinary makeup kit. Astonishing results can be achieved as you transform your own features into those of Freddy Krueger. Featuring pre-formed and detailed, soft, pliable makeup effect pieces that apply to your face and act like a second skin, allowing virtually unlimited facial movement. Virtually is doing some heavy lifting there. Create your own version of this movie phenomenon with the easy-to-use materials in this kit. All components safe. Well, I'm not going to be trying them on, but that doesn't really strike too much confidence in me. We have Freddy's hat in the box. It's one size fits all, folds easily back into box for storage. makeup effect pieces, working on the supplied plastic base, makeup and custom trim to match your own features, becomes a second skin, can be worn again and again, also I kind of doubt that. Effect pieces return to the base for storage after wearing. Water removable makeup kit with brush, 6 cavities of water removable cream makeup, use makeup effect pieces and blend, use to make up effect pieces and blend the transition between the applied pieces and your own skin. Face adhesive, a safe liquid contact adhesive, use fucking liquid contact adhesive. It's probably going to be latex, but I'm interested to see what it might be. A safe liquid contact adhesive used to apply makeup effect pieces to your skin for hours of wearing comfort. Easy to apply and remove. Complete instructions, easy step-by-step instructions, helpful hints and tips, prepared by a professional makeup artist. Now, the box alone just really does give you a great idea on what could be in here. But after genuinely 2 decades of looking and searching, I've been able to find very, very little photos. In fact, I think it's only sort of 1 photo of what's in this box. I don't know what these makeup pieces are. I don't know if they're going to be foam latex, which I kind of doubt. Whether they're going to be latex, which is probably more likely. They may be something like a gelatin, which if that's 40-year-old gelatin pieces in there, this is going to be interesting. But more than anything, I wanted to add this to the collection purely so I could open it and see what was in here. See what's in this kit. I will be keeping the kit, and I'm going to, depending on how it is, I might find a different way to display it. But there's a whole lot of curiosity in this, and we're going to pop this open and have a look. So, I guess the easiest way for me to do this is going to be through the base. We do have this nice cellophane bag around the outside. I don't know if this was put on by the seller, but I'm going to try and preserve as much of this as possible. And I think, if we can start here, well, it's definitely not 40-year-old tape on the base here. This does feel newer. But we can tape this cellophane back up should we wish. And I think I'm going to pop this apart and then slide the main box out is going to be my theory. I'll probably try and open the box from the base as well. Now the hat that's in here, I do know that the hat in here is an EVA foam. So let's put this out. We can always pop this in a replacement sort of cellophane bag at some stage as well. But let's get our box of fun out. Pop that to the side. And now we have a much clearer look at what our box looks like. It's beautiful, it's lovely. Now, I think we are properly sealed, like glue sealed. So I'm gonna go from the bottom. Now, before you jump into the comments, these are still available on eBay pretty regularly. They're not impossible to find. I bought this specifically for the purpose of curing my own curiosity. You buy your own, you do what you want. But my toys are free range, my props are free range. It only makes sense that at least one of these should be documented on YouTube for posterity. Now, I'm gonna be really careful. Oh, actually, it says on here, our makeup, it has our makeup colors, so great. And then it has our face adhesive contains polyvinyl acetate. Polyvinyl acetate, so PVA. Who could have known? Now, I'm going to be real careful here. You're not going to see much of this just because I don't want to do that, but we're going to try and... It looks like the glue is holding pretty well, but we can always reattach this. There you go. We have a bit of cardboard and definitely some 40-year-old hot glue on there. All right. Okay. This is our first look. Let's see. All right. So we have our folded up EVA foam hat, which 40-year-old EVA foam is amazing. Now, I think, if I am correct, this is the same sort of EVA foam hat that would have come with the originally released Collegeville Freddy Krueger masks. So not the Don Post Studios ones with the teeth, the original Collegeville ones. Obviously, spending 40 years in a cardboard box is not ideal for them. But if you want to dress as the fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer, these kits are a great option, apparently, for a foam rubber gimp bucket hat. I'm just going to fold this back up. This is probably not going to be displayed out like this. We have... Okay. Right. Alrighty. So, we have... The most important piece is the Freddy Krueger makeup. Now, this is really interesting. We have a vac-formed plastic Freddy Krueger mold, which has our stuff on the outside, which is nice. It's got our detail, which is really interesting. But inside, I'm not sure I want to try and remove it too much. It's not latex, which is interesting. We're really thin, and I mean like thin. This is EVA foam. This is really thin. Yes! This is a really thin, formed EVA foam piece. And I do mean like really thin. We're at like 0.5 of a millimeter here, which is some dumb measurement in fractions. This is formed to match the mold, but it gives us our Freddy Krueger makeup. That's fascinating. The upside to this is, yeah, it's probably going to be reusable, and it would glue down okay, but it won't rot, which is fantastic. That's fascinating to see. I'd always thought that these were going to be a molded latex. That was just the sort of vibe that I got from this. The detail's actually pretty nice. It's not bad. It feels small, but I can see how this might work for like a lightweight makeup. That's really interesting. How cool. So we also have our clear plastic form, and I'm going to be totally honest, this is a really nice like negative cast. I'm going to run a latex cast in this just to see what it comes out as, because I think that, you know, the makeup set could be really fun. I think that a latex version could turn out really fun, but I'm certainly not going to use the 40-year-old makeup set for it. Oh, that is actually fascinating. That's so cool to finally know. Hell yeah, that's rad. So, we do also have some other stuff. We have a lid for our... Oh no, we have a small tray for us to do our makeup in. We have some makeup. It looks like little pots of cream makeup. This stuff is looking especially funky. That's pretty gross. And it's a cream makeup, so it's going to be water-based. It looks like our white has actually leaked as well, which is hilarious. We have... I mean, it's still there, I guess. We have our face makeup, our facial adhesive, which is just a tiny little tube here. It is pretty fucking solid. It feels like a dough. Face adhesive contains polyvinyl acetate and distributed 1989 Imagineering Incorporated from Phoenix, Arizona. So that's really interesting as well. We came with the world's tiniest, shittiest makeup brush, and let's do the beauty blogger thing. It's tiny and shitty and a makeup brush. And we do have our full instructions. Now this is fucking cool. All right, okay. I'll do some shots of this at the very end, but it is genuinely a full instruction sheet on how to do Freddy Krueger's makeup. That's fascinating. It's got all of our stuff. Now this is very clearly sort of a starter kit, but I think that in the hands of somebody really talented, this could be quite a cool fucking set. This could be a really, really cool way to do your makeup, especially back in the 1980s. It would have been great. I would have loved this. This would have been amazing. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen a Freddy Krueger makeup kit on this channel. In fact, a couple of years back, I picked up a few of these Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger face and makeup kits, which is basically an updated version of this same sort of setup. It's got a new Nightmare-styled facial piece, which kind of looks like a Batman mask. At least this one came with a chin. We have our cream makeup kits. We have some pretty cheesy-looking dentures. They gave us sponges this time, We have some face paint crayons up in the top, as well as our facial adhesive. We've got 2 different packets of that, and it looks like it's much the same as this sort of crap that this one came with, which is basically going to be PVA glue, or I think in this case it's probably latex. And once again, it's got some incredibly unconvincing artwork on the bag for this is how you could look. So if you want to look like genuine garbage, easiest way to do it is this. Hilariously, look at the hat on that one. I think these photos include the same hat that we got in this kit, which would be genuinely pretty fucking funny. So, that's the 1988 Freddy Krueger makeup kit by Collegeville Costumes. Curiosity has killed me for 20 years about this, because really there's no good information out online on what's actually included in this kit, what it looks like, what the makeup looked like, and what you could really get from it. At some point, next time that I do a full clean shave, I'd love to do full face Freddy Krueger prosthetics. It's been on my bucket list for so long, and this has just kind of given me a little bit more of a spark to try and do that. I think for the time, this is an amazing kit, and honestly, it's really neat seeing something like a really thin EVA foam being the molded makeup piece for this, and the fact that you have the form for it as well. Yeah, it's going to be reusable. Yeah, it's going to be something that you could do fairly decent Freddy Krueger makeup with, and for the time, would have blown my tiny mind if I'd gotten it 20 years ago. I can imagine it would have blown a 13-year-old's mind back in 1988. If you liked this video, I have a bunch more Freddy Krueger stuff on this channel. I've got a lot of Ghostface, I've got a lot of Friday the 13th, we've got mask videos, we've got collection videos, we have me with 99% yapping and 1% mask making, thanks to that person on my K&B Ghostface video. Found that fucking hilarious. I really like that. If you want to see more content like this, please drop a comment down below and let me know that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you'd like to see or ideas for videos, and chances are I'm going to try and use it, because if you're watching this video, you like the same sort of stuff that I like. If you think I'm a heathen for opening this, you can keep your comment to yourself, or you can boost my engagement. I really don't mind. It's fun either way. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and until next time, tell them Freddy sent ya.